report from the morgue kept me up all night. Rather than answering any questions, it just added new ones. Did the murderer intentionally give the victim a slow, painful death? Is there any link to the mysterious Kirsten case? Who sent me that email about Kirsten and why? This training session with Tyler is just what I need. I need to cleanse my spirit and just breathe a little.
Damn, you look a little out of it, Carla. You sure you're cool?
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Okay, let's warm up a little, then go for it. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, sounds good.
Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to I don't know why I want to say Kingdom Hearts all the time, but yeah, welcome back to Fahrenheit. Also known as Indigo Prophecy in the United States. Why exactly they decided to rename it in America? I'm not really too sure. It was just one of the sorts of things they did at the time, really, where you have games under a title around one area of the world and then completely change it elsewhere. I suppose, see, for example, Fatal Frame vs. Project Zero, as it's known everywhere else. And, yeah. Forbidden Siren versus, well, Siren, really. In any case, all that we're doing right now is basically getting into the relaxation sequence of, Carla and Tyler, really. Well, I mean, less relaxation and more just, well, I suppose a regular part of their police, well, not necessarily training, I suppose more police fitness program, really. Basically, it's simulating going to the gym. The game. Where you can pretty much do a whole bunch of different activities and, well, I'd say simulate what it's like to exercise, but I mean, yeah, to be completely honest here, it's kind of making me feel like a bit of a fat ass. Like thinking, you know, I could be doing this in real life and feeling all of the wonderful benefits of, well, I mean, okay, to kind of get real with everybody, like, I mean, again, when it comes to exercise, you're not going to be feeling like the benefits of fitness immediately. It's something that you gotta stick with, something that you gotta have, like, a routine for, and, you know, gradually and over the course of time, you know, you'll start feeling a bit fitter and, start feeling a bit happier. So, yeah, the benefits of exercising, which, looking back, I should probably focus a little bit more on. But, queest. On a path of self-destruction, and it doesn't look to be ending anytime soon. Anyway, back to the game good and proper. As we go through the city streets, while we're inside the building, yeah, you can pretty much climb the rope. You only really need to do, like, 2 or 3 things before, you know, each character is ready, so, yeah, you do also need to do this as Tyler as well, so kind of padding, really, but then again, they went to the trouble of motion capturing these animations, and by God, they're gonna make sure that you get them done, really.
Yo, what's your hurry?
So yeah, they don't complete the warm-ups for you. You pretty much have to do both Tyler and Carla's little animation set here, which is padding. But well, nothing too strenuous, really. But I mean, yeah, like, all things considered, I mean, I suppose this is something the police, would, you know, have to sort of upkeep with, although, I do wonder if it's, done on their official premises, or, like, you know, if they have their own, like, little, gym area to keep officers, you know, trained and prepped, ready for action, or if it's something where they pretty much just have to go to another gym, like, across the city or whatever. But yeah, I mean, again, to kind of talk about gameplay terminology, you're pretty much doing the whole, you have to use a physical effort by tapping the L1 and R1 buttons. And I mean, in some cases it does sort of replicate the, you know, the muscle stresses of repeated sets. You know, in this case, Tyler ensuring that he's, you know, getting his legs worked out for all that's worth. And again, like, I mean, it will put a little bit more repeated pressure on you to try and, you know, keep it within the, you know, darker blue areas of the bar, so yeah, like, I mean, there is some aspects of it trying to sort of mimic realism here in the way that Fahrenheit's desperately trying to do. It's, just that, well, I mean, again, there's not really a way to sort of replicate how exercising feels in the real world, unless, of course, you are doing exercise in the real world. I mean, again, it's saying something that, I mean, even the likes of, you know, like, you know, Wii Fitness or Wii Sports or whatever, you know, I mean, as far as we're aware, even today, like, I mean, that still can't quite replicate the same sort of, you know, fine muscle control that we have in real life, so yeah, can't exactly, you know, do much of the stuff without a gymnasium to test your might. Ah, yes, Tyler's feeling neutral. And, yeah, if you're wondering, you can't actually go above neutral. Neutral is pretty much your best state of health, really. So, again, you can't have, like, you know, Tyler achieve a mental state of, you know, happy, joyous, excited, or, I don't know, the maximum state of being of ultimate nirvana or whatever. So, yeah, neutral's pretty much all you get. For you see, the life is about the sadness, and while you live, you can only ever hope to be neutral, not happy, because life is miserable. Emotion, emotion, emotion. The sadness in the city street. This is what the African American community listen to on the city street. I am Le David de Gratola, famous Frenchman, living on the city street in Gay Paris. You see, I'm not allowed to make fun of, you know, any of Tyler's stuff, which I kind of have to be careful of. Oh, but the French? Oh yes, I can make fun of them as much as I want. Until we attain levels of cultural sensitivity so stringent that my mockery of the French will land me in prison. But, that's probably not gonna happen for another 20 to 30 years, so, for the time being, it's all good, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas for tonight's match between Terrible Tyler Miles and Killer Carla Valenti.
Oh yeah, and who's always kicking out the crap about me acting like a kid all the time?
So, now we get to a boxing minigame. Well, I mean, I say a boxing minigame, it's really just more a case of, well, again, another game of sort of match the colors, really, so, yeah, match the colors and you pretty much beat up your characters. Kinda surprised it didn't try, like, a bit of a rudimentary sort of, like, a punch-out kind of thing. Like, again, like, maybe using the shoulder buttons for, you know, to operate, like, you know, your swipes and jabs or whatever, but, yeah, I guess I couldn't really be asked programming in that as a sort of minigame. Which is kind of odd, really, because, I mean, I do have other tertiary minigames yet to come in the game, so... yeah, who knows, really. They actually do something a little bit similar later on for another certain minigame, but, I don't know. I mean, I guess it works well enough for what it's meant to be, with its Dragon Lair-esque sort of, like, hit the button prompts to sort of simulate the direction you want to move the characters. I mean, to kind of talk about where, like, future interactive drama, darling. Yes, interactive drama games will go, darling. Not games, drama. Interactive things, darling. Yeah, like, some of them would sort of attempt to have you, like, sort of mimic the motion by, like, oh, push the analog stick up to make the character move up during an action scene that's all choreographed and more or less an interactive cutscene, really. I don't know. It's a bit of an odd beast, but, yeah, strange, really. But either way, it's really just more of a, you know, a bit of relief of the tension before the plot gets moving. So, yeah. It's a fun minigame, and I do believe you can actually, tackle some of these minigames, often the, I don't want to say options menu, I want to say the bonus menu, actually, where you can actually, well, again, utilizing the mechanic, if you could probably see it around one of the corners over there, which is what you use the collective tarot cards for. Basically, you might have been collecting those cards around as Lucas, Carla, and Tyler, to basically get a set number of points. They're not really anything for you to use during the gameplay, but instead something for you to, you know, basically buy pieces of music from the soundtrack to listen to in the bonus menu, you know, get bonus films to watch after the fact, and of course, you know, unlockable sequences.
Get on out! Get on Shit, girl! Get on out! How'd you do that? Get on up!
I was raised in the Shaolin monastery. Monks taught me all the evil secrets of Kung Fu.
What? No shit?
Man, Tyler, you don't believe anything I tell you.
Yo, nothing about you surprises me now. You wanna go again?
No, I'm done. I'm gonna grab a shower and get back to work.
Can't get that restaurant murder out of your head, huh?
I just feel like there's a piece of the puzzle missing.
You're busting your head for nothing. The guy's a psycho. End of story.
Yeah, maybe. I just want to find him and make sure he never does it again.
We'll get him. Guy who leaves that much evidence behind on a murder one, he's gonna slip up somewhere.
I hope it's that simple, Tyler. I really do.
Yes, the mystery is deepening. But now that we've had a little help of fun, it is time for us to suffer for the emotion. Emotion. And I mean, again, to not take away from the seriousness of death or whatever's going on, this is paying homage to, well, Lucas and Marcus's deceased parents, John and Mary Kane, who passed away in 1999, and, I'm not too sure whether or not this was going to have, like, a bit more of a greater relevance in terms of the plot at large, but, yeah. Their death obviously does affect Lucas and Marcus, considering the fact that Marcus pretty much raised Lucas from there on, but, yeah, it's, not something that really comes back in a very big way, apart from this flashback sequence and one other a bit later on in the game, so, yeah, more of the game's, truncated development history, I think, sort of quashing their importance.
I'm happy that you could come.
Lucas, come on, Lucas, come and play. You can't spend your whole life just sitting in the corner. Lucas. Lucas, you coming?
I don't want to, Marcus. Leave me alone.
I've about had it with you, Lucas. You're always off by yourself, you never talk to anyone, you never play with anyone. I'm starting to think maybe you're crazy. You're weird, that's for sure.
Is that bad?
Come on, do me a favor. Just play with everybody this one time.
How about hide and seek? We could go play in Hangar 4.
No way! You know we're not allowed to play in there.
Who cares? We can get in through that hole in the fence, like last time. Nobody'll see us. We can get inside the hangar from the back door.
Good idea. Let's do it.
Are you coming with us, Lucas?
Children suffering. Music to my ears. But yeah, this is, you know, a factor showcasing that Lucas did in fact have these visions pretty much all throughout his childhood as well, so, yeah, might sort of explain his loneliness. I mean, again, he was a little bit socially awkward around other kids, so I guess maybe it was just sort of a personality clash kind of thing that might have also further othered him from, you know, a lot of other kids his own age. I mean, he does seem like a little bit more of an intelligent kind of kid, so I guess maybe he enjoyed reading and, you know, doing solitary activities at a you know, young age anyway. Whatever, the point is, I'm just sort of trying to get inside the mindset of Mr. Lucas Kane here. Again, since these kids are in trouble, we do pretty much need to pick up the pace and, well, haul ass and save them. Again, you can pretty much talk to one of the soldiers guarding the gate to try and get him to listen, but, you know, like most useless adults in computer games or whatever you're talking to them, because they just sort of assume that you're a snot-nosed little punk who's not really worth anything, it pretty much tells you to piss off, and then Lucas is like, oh my god, I gotta save them with my obviously adult voice actor. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure that's also David Gassman voicing child Lucas here. I don't know what age he's meant to be. Maybe he's like just on the cusp of puberty and his voice maybe broke a little bit before Marcus's. Even though Marcus, I think, is meant to be older, so I don't know how the fuck that works. But, yeah, apart from me just sort of giving you the bit of the runaround and trying to find the hole where we need to sort of sneak through. Yeah, this also presents another gameplay change in a wonderful game of Fahrenheit. I mean, you know, for as much as David Cage often gets touted as like, oh, he just makes interactive drama, darling. You know, he does try and incorporate different elements in there. Fuck knows whether they work, and this one certainly doesn't, especially since it comes back not once, not twice, not thrice, but twice, as another stealth sequence. Actually, no, I tell a lie, it was thrice, because I remember another one much later on in the game as the plot begins to heat up. See, look, you see, moving the analog stick to the left and then up, and then to the right and then up. It's simulating climbing, or whatever, and not very well really. Like, why the fuck they have this, like, thing specifically here for kids to escape is anybody's guess. Whatever. Either way, to kind of talk about it here, yeah, this is the Wichita military base. Basically, Lucas's and Marcus's parents were scientists working on the base, and, yeah, I suppose it's sort of there to imply that, you know, Marcus and Lucas were military brats, to put it in a bit of a term. Either way, it's, yeah, a place where they're not really meant to be sneaking around outside of the little compound area where their houses are, and as a result of which, well, you're gonna be seeing why this stealth section sucks. It tries to do a bit of a Metal Gear Solid thing where you need to stay out of their field of view, but, yeah, don't let those cones fool you. They pretty much have a much larger, like, range of sight than your, than they intend to, so, I mean, again, they're not genome soldiers with, like, limited fields of vision due to their nanomachine implants or whatever. So, yeah, you pretty much need to wait for certain elements of the design to really sort of happen before you progress. In this case, it's pretty much just sort of waiting for a truck to pass so they block their field of view, because otherwise Soldier Boy over there pretty much sees you coming, so you need to wait for a truck, and, take it slow, really. But yeah, I mean, the fact that, again, if you're just so off ever so slightly, and then you get the whole "don't move or I'll shoot," can be a bit of a pain in the arse, and even though, you know, we're sneaking right past here and the guard would obviously have peripheral vision, Lucas is able to sneak past undetected despite wearing a very bright orange shirt and would easily be seen by anybody who had brains larger than the size of a peanut. Oh dear, the American military. Damn you, Lucas, for making the military obsolete. Well, I mean, considering what happens later on in the game, he very much might do that.
Lucas, what are you doing here? I thought you didn't want to play.
Get out of here now, Marcus. The hangar's going to explode.
Huh? How can that...
Don't ask any questions, Marcus. Get out now. It's about to explode. I'll keep looking for the others.
Okay, now I gotta hurry. And that's why it's also important for you to complete that sequence earlier, so you can pretty much locate where all these kids are around the hangar. I did try to save all of them, but by that same token I also ended up running out of time for one of the other ones, so, yeah. I mean, again, I do save, like, 2 out of 3 kids, but again, if you happen to let even one of them die, it is a massive damage to, President Lucas's mental health, so, yeah. Whoopsie doodle. It's in your best interest to save them, but to be completely honest though, saving the last kid, the one that I failed to save, it was kind of a dick, so quite frankly I'm not really feeling too torn up about his death. Then again, Lucas doesn't feel the same way, but Aqueist really. But yeah, one's hiding over here behind the store, another's hiding in the, you know, the little upper stanchion area, and another which is actually hiding behind that little fighter plane part, you know, right inside one of the engine areas. Shut up, yeah, little punk who simultaneously looks like he's too 80s but also too 1950s for this to really exist. Oh no, by the way, since the game is set in the early 2000s, I don't know why, but like for whatever reason when I was playing this for the first time, I used to think that this was set back in the 50s given the kids' outfits, but no, it's the 80s. I don't exactly know why the hell like any of this is as antiquated as it is, but whatever, I suppose. And then again, I suppose the 80s did, like, have a bit of a boner for, like, you know, 1950s era sort of nostalgia, really, so... yeah, who knows. Can't really say for certain. But yeah, look behind one of these boards. I wasted a bit too much time here looking for the other little nerdy fucker who I get the impression is, like... apart from Lucas, he's the nerdy friend that everybody picks on, but won't really admit to doing so.
What are you doing here, Lucas?
The game's over. Everybody's gone. You can come out now.
Oh, that's just great. Why didn't anybody tell me?
Oh man, now they're gonna get at me for picking my nose. So yeah, he's the freaking dweeby friend who they always pick on, because Marcus defends Lucas like a total lameoid. But yeah, this kid right behind the hangar part deserves to die, so quite frankly, fuck him.
What are you doing here, Lucas? Get out! Nobody wants to play with you.
You need to get out of here, Kurt. The hangar's gonna blow.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a retard, Lucas.
And for that ableist slur, I'm going to leave you to die. There's no time left, so we have to run away, and also I think my camera glitched here, so whoopsie daisies.
Lucas, are you hurt?
No, just a few scratches.
And the others?
I did everything I could, Marcus. I didn't manage to get them all out.
How did you know what was going to happen, Lucas?
I saw it. I saw it before it happened. Don't ask me how.
You know they'll never believe that.
I know.
Lucas? Are you alright, Lucas? Lucas, can you hear me? I did a little checking around, without giving your name, obviously. I was told about a person who is familiar with, let's say, unusual phenomena. I think that maybe she could help you. Here, this is her address. You know that I don't believe in any of this, Lucas, but I sincerely hope that she can give you some kind of answer.
I hope so too.